Tiger Dragon films. I've done 2 or 3 other films on snakes in Indonesia. The snake cave on the island of Florida. I probably got more international attention from the Python bite than anything I've ever done. And I've been to the snake cave. Anyone here ever been to that cave? Nobody? It's a big place. I've been to the cave 4 times. 2 times out of the 4, it put me in the hospital. One for the snake bite, another time, I got a lung function. It put 2 other members of my crew in the hospital. It's a very special place. It has dozens and dozens of giant reticulated pythons. But it's also a very dangerous place. So, that's been my experience in Indonesia. That's kind of what I do and where I came from for National Geographic. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to open it up to each question. And I apologize if we don't have video and images, but this is a rare opportunity for you. I think that we have a microphone here. Anybody has any questions, your one opportunity. We're already greatest adventure, favorite animal. All right. Favorite color. I know this kid. I already took my picture video. Okay. So what's your name? James. So what's your question? Okay. What's the most dangerous animal you encounter? Most dangerous animal? Yep. It's a difficult question, but there's been a lot of them. But I would say, most dangerous animal is the hippopotamus. Hippos, seriously dangerous animal. The second largest animal on the planet. They can weigh over 2 tons. They can run like the wind and they have bad attitude. Crocodiles are my specialty. I'm an expert in crocodiles. I do a lot of snake stuff, but crocodiles is really what I'm an expert in. When you work on crocodiles,
yeah, big load up.
a lot of hippos. Because where you find crocs, you find hippos. I've had a lot of those calls for hippos. Hippos.
Braddy Barr.
Not lion, not snake, hippos. Scary dangerous. Don't run into a hippo. You're lucky you don't have hippos.
Talon mo, Mak Daniel.
Got one here. All right, great question. Who else? Okay. So, okay. I'll follow with your question. You want to wear your hat everywhere you go. What happens if you lose your hat? If you lose your hat?
Oh,
you know what? I always try to wear the hat to keep the sun out of my eyes. Because if I get the sun in my eyes, I can be eaten by a hippo or bit by a snake. So I kind of look at my hat as being like good luck to get question. Or do it, don't be shy. Favorite animal?
Mungkin coba untuk informasi ini saya akan coba translate. Okay. My name is Kate and my question is, I think you've been dealing with many dangerous animals, but I wondering if that you will have your pet of your own at your home. And do you have pet of your own at your home? If there is any, what is it? What is your favorite?
That's a good question. I have 2 kids, a 4-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. And the pets are really there because I got my hands full with the wild animals. But they have a crocodile, an alligator, tarantulas, scorpions, pythons, many different types of snakes, salamanders, dogs, fish, and then anything I have like a zoo in my house.
Oke, wow, saya paling ingin bertanya. Ayo, mumpung ada dalam kehidupan di sini, ada lagi yang bertanya? Mau tanya apa? Silakan. Jalan-jalan kita sama mereka expert, ada teman-teman komunitas. Ada urusan, baik dulu. Aduh, mau dulu lagi ya.
Well, that's easy. That was a bad situation. Yeah, that was, it was a bad injury, and with the nature of infection, I had to go to Singapore, to a hospital there. So that's the first time I ever been to the cave. Anyway, if you ever been to the cave, it's called the Snake Palace. I had never seen a reticulated python in the wild until I went into that cave. And you take 3 steps into the cave, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you can go in the cave and see 20 or 30 pythons. I mean, some of them are over 7 meters long. I mean, it's an unbelievable place. And they're in there eating bats. I mean, bats in there. It's an incredible place. I love the Snake Palace. Hopefully I'll go back soon. Maybe I'll take some of my local state communities with me.
Oke, harimau kita pilih terus juga ceritanya ya, kiri kanan intinya. Nih, ada lagi, ayo mau Oke, silakan. Boleh maju biasanya kan? Okay,
Gandaria hewan.
how long in your country? Is it forbidden or is it allowed for you to kind of take anywhere to bring your house in your country?
It's a really good question. It depends on what the thing is. The laws are pretty strict, especially in terms of wild things. But it's pretty disturbing because the U.S. is trying to pass a law to ban all ownership of pythons, which is just crazy. And I'm trying to call sense to them to say how ridiculous that is, because you can now find wild populations of pythons in the U.S. that are breeding. People are worried that they're going to take over the U.S., kill children, eat people. So the laws are pretty strict, particularly with mid-species snake turtles. Probably more strict than they are here. They must be, from talking to many of the people in the snake community and hearing what you have at home. Because the police aren't here.
Diperbolehkan katanya untuk mengambil dan seperti apa ya, taruh di rumah, tapi tergantung dari kebutuhannya. Meskipun hari ini dari pemerintah dari Amerika Serikat, mereka sedang menguji undang-undang agar tidak boleh memelihara ular-ular seperti itu. Cukup? Oke. Anyone else would like to ask a question to Dr. Braddy? Everybody here.
I have a feeling this could be a good question.
Gilang dari Cimahi. Gilang from Cimahi asked a leading question. Until when do you want to do this job? Until how old?
That's a good question. Well, the kid is actually the dinosaurs. A lot of kids are, and he got older really. He's interested in all reptiles, particularly crocodiles. So, I mean, I was like a lot of you. I mean, I was always interested in reptiles. And I was just lucky enough to be able to do it as my job. You know, a lot of times people ask me, how can I do what you want to do? Here's my best advice is, look, a lot of you know more about snakes than I do. I mean, a lot of you are very, very knowledgeable. But what you need to do if you want to be considered an expert on television is you have to have that graduate degree. You got to get a master's, you got to get a PhD. I'm not saying you have to get a PhD, but in the TV world, that makes you an expert. I mean, I don't know why, but you know, for National Geographic, if you're, I guess, considered an authority. So, you know, if you're passionate about reptiles, you stay in school, and you get a graduate degree, you can take over with me. I'll tell you what, I'm getting you old. I've been doing this for 20
Oke, jadi katanya kemauan mereka pun, tapi berpun dia sekarang sudah mulai ada beberapa refleks dari mereka sudah berkurang, gitu ya, lari yang bisa dulu, tapi pada ini harus memberikan posisi kepada orang lain. Oke, next question. Here's my question. You know that guy. What makes you so involved with
That's a great question. All right. Where I grew up in the U.S. was in the Midwest, in the middle of the country, where it gets cold and there aren't many reptiles. There's no crocodiles, no alligators. I went to the University of Miami in Florida, in the Everglades. Lots of reptiles, lots of crocodiles. The first alligator I ever saw, I captured it. It was a baby, about this big. And as many of you know, I grabbed the baby and started getting into the stress cry. And I was looking at it, wow, this is incredible. And I heard something coming. Sounded like a train coming through the mother. Very angry. She wanted her baby back. And to run. Trying to catch it. So I jumped on top of the car. And she was very angry, hissing, snapping. So I put the baby on the ground. And she picked up the baby in her mouth and walked back to the water and just swam away. Wow. I didn't know that they were such good parents. And that's when I decided I'm going to work on crocodiles. I mean, they are very intelligent animals. They're great parents. They've been on the planet for over 200 million years. They're really good at surviving. They can do things we can't do. A lot of my work involves radio tracking, where I capture crocodiles and I take them somewhere else and I put transmitters on their back. They always find their way home. Preliminary data indicates that they're using the stars to navigate on. I mean, that's incredible. They're very complex, fascinating animals, and arguably the largest non-marine predators on the planet. I mean, I like that. I like dinosaurs. You're talking about animals that are over 8 meters long and can weigh over 1 ton. And to me, that's pretty special. And another thing I like about crocs is, unlike lions or elephants or something like that, mammals, if you work on those dangerous animals, you just park them. You anesthetize them and they go to sleep. You can't do that with reptiles. They forget to breathe. You can't guard a crocodile. If you want to catch it, you just got to put a rope on it and you got to jump on its back. I mean, it's just, man against beast, a woman against beast, it's muscle on muscle. You have to tire that crocodile out. And I like that. The way you capture crocodiles hasn't changed in hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And to me, that's pretty special. Sadly, of the 23 species on the planet, over a third of all crocodile species are endangered. Some of the most endangered animals on the planet, and the false garter, or the missing Palmosoma that you have right here in Indonesia, it's one of the most endangered animals on the planet. And it's also one of the biggest croc species, and in my opinion, it's beautiful. You got to take better care of your crocodiles and all your reptiles. One of the most disturbing things I've ever seen was a skinnery where they were skinning giant reticulated pythons. And I mean, there were hundreds of them lined up. People just killing them for the skin. We can't keep doing that. We don't need to wear reticulated pythons and shoes and handbags. So, anybody here has safety shoes?
Hopefully not.
Yeah, fine. That's a great question.
Okay. We get another question here, Dr. Reed.
All right, don't be shy.
Actually, your and second is because they are very animals. They are very creative, very versatile. But we are able to see exactly what that hey, let's give it a test. And how we
Long way. All right, the first part. Other than crocodiles, what's my favorite reptile? I think that was the first part of the question. I like big snakes. I like the height. The venomous snakes, they make me nervous because they're fast. Black mamba. I had a very good friend of mine who killed by a snake. I trained in Burma, and he was in many of my films. So, it doesn't matter who you are, you got to be careful. You got to know them snakes, you got to be careful, man. It doesn't matter who you are, some state you are, accidents can happen. So, after he was killed, I don't handle the venomous snakes as much as I do things. I like to work with the big python. Second part of the question, I think what you're saying is that, yeah, these animals can be dangerous, but that they're the right pets to have. I'm not used to having reptiles as pets. Usually when something happens and an accident happens, it's usually people being irresponsible. It's not the animal. And that's what you need to try to convince the public, because these are great pets. I mean, as a small child, I had pet snakes, and that's what fuels my passion and my interest. So I think they're good for kids, they're great pets. You just need to explain to people. There are irresponsible pet owners and good pet owners. The irresponsible pet owners give all of us a bad name. You know, they release their pets into the wild. They handle them in an unsafe manner. They get bitten, they get injured. So, they can be dangerous animals, but if you handle them properly, they can make incredibly great pets. Hopefully there's one.
Hopefully that's a great question. Anyone else? Okay. What's the whole question?
No, the ones I fear, that's the easiest, black mamba. The fastest human snake on the planet, and really, it makes me really nervous. I'm old, slow, and the black mambas are fast and young. That's not a question you have to ask someone, because if they have a bad experience, they're dead. You can be bitten by that snake in a hospital and still die. Very, very dangerous snake. That's the one snake I said I would never put my hands on. I did it, but I would never do it again. It's just too dangerous. Does somebody in here have a black mamba? I know you do. Oh, James has a black mamba. You have a black mamba? Be careful if you have a black mamba. That is a very dangerous. Okay, I'll tell you what. I mean, from this part of the world, the band is great. Great is very dangerous. Docile snake is very, very dangerous. Bottom line is, people get bitten by anything. Somebody asked me yesterday, what's the venomous snake? I said, look, the answer is easy. It's the one who's bitten. You don't get bitten by anything. Anybody else? Anyone else want that one? No. You're going to do it. Just one person? Everybody, before I our 8 months down the road. Safari, yeah. My favorite evolution tour. You remember what year that was? It was a long time ago. I was a much younger man then. And he thought, what? And he thought, about regulation before on the family industry, I think. Yeah, we have various, like, 1 year ago, we have our family community. We did that happening for many years from the United States. So they created become an alien state organization. How do you think about it? Means different species shared in Indonesia. No, they think they're going to do that. Well, again, it's irresponsible pet owners that give all of us responsible reptile pet owners a bad name. They're tired of having their pet snakes, so they release it in the wild. which is not good for the snakes, not good for anyone. So, you know, you got to be responsible pet owner. That's the problem.
Got another question here?
All right. Thank you. I'm here. I'm better looking in person than
And I was wondering why you don't
I've done 4 or 5 films in Indonesia with pictures of planet. And I've probably done more films in Indonesia than anywhere else in Asia. So, and I plan on doing more. As I said, it's near and dear to my heart. And no place. Nice people, great reptiles, beautiful country. Lots of great reptile communities.
So we take all of your show. Next question.
Pertanyaannya sederhana ya. Apa pendapat dia tentang ular kondro, Grand Triton?
Okay. It's a very simple question. What's your opinion about
Grand Triton.
Grand Tree Python?
Green Tree Python.
Grand
Tree Python.
Tree Python.
Green Tree.
Green Tree Python. What's your opinion about that?
My opinion is a very beautiful thing. It's one of the most beautiful things out there. That's my opinion.
Nanti kita baca.
Ya. Ada.
Oh, ada. Alright.
Keren loh. Dia mau jualan condro, jadi promosi dulu. Akal. Braddy Barr. Black Mamba, kalah lah. Black Mamba kita semua. Waduh.
Well, again, National Geographic Channel is real. It's not fake. You've had people that have been killed on our expedition, so that's always bad. Usually, by something like malaria, not by animals, but there have been a few times when I'm capturing crocodiles, and for me, I always tell people, I say people like you got to get crocodiles a lot, and I say, the crocodile is not the most dangerous thing, it's the rope. If you get tangled in the rope, that's how I lost the gator. I mean, you can, he pulls overboard, capturing crocodiles usually is a nice rope on them. There have been 2 or 3 occasions where I had my legs tangled in the rope, pulled over to the side and underwater with an angry crocodile. That's a horrifying experience. That's funny. I don't know, man. There's always funny stuff going on. I think, well, I was telling the story yesterday. The National Geographic Channel can't forget and can't women are the real heroes of what I do. Because if something bad happens, man, I just run. But the cameramen and they come off the shot. And many times, I like to joke around a lot. And I'll kid around, you know, and say, oh, it's sick, you know, and scare and stuff like that. Well, there's been a couple times when they're filming me, and I'm like, there's an elephant charging, and I'm like, hey, man, there's an elephant. I'm like, I'm serious. And they're like, no, I'm not falling for that one, you know, and I start running, and they're like, you know, the cameraman, many times have gotten into serious dangerous situations because they thought I was kidding. And, yeah, I'm kind of joking, but you gotta be careful. Sometimes that can backfire, particularly when you work with these kind of animals.
All right, that's the last question for the first session for question and answer. Let's give you a applause, big applause for that.
I apologize for the technical difficulties. There was a cable that we needed we couldn't find. It's been fun talking to you one-on-one because I don't many times get to do this. It's a rare opportunity for you to be able to ask some kind of questions. I'm going to be hanging around. I got a press conference I got to go to, but if you want a photo, and I think I probably have photos in everybody more than one. But if you want another photo or you want an autograph, just put me aside. It's very approachable.
We'll have the photo
play a game to go down. So we gotta divide 5. Ada dua orang yang pengen naik ke sini. Okay. 1, 2, 12, 3. It's a very easy game, right? 1, 2, 3, 12.